My Lightning Series pre-preg carbon fins are built to the highest standard. Each fin is hand-laid using aerospace-grade pre-preg carbon, where the cloth is pre-impregnated with a precise 35% epoxy ratio, not resin injected like most fins. That means every layer gets the perfect amount of resin for ultimate performance, flex, and consistency. The result is a fin that's incredibly lightweight, strong, and responsive. If you want equipment that's fast, light, and razor sharp in performance, pair my Carbon Pivot Twin Plus trailer set with your grovelers or daily drivers. Available now at surfandshow.com.
Oh, when you look at me like that, I swear that something in the air so vibrant. Now I'm just pointing out the fact. Hey, oh, won't you tell me how you feel? Hey, you keep looking at me, looking at you, feeling so deep, gonna catch an overload. Looking at me, looking at you, babe. I've been looking at you all day. Looking so good, looking at me, making me feel like I do it all for you. Looking so good, looking at you, babe.
Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas, special guest Duke Aipa, my homeboy.
How's it, brother?
Bro, you got something special for us today, something deep.
Meaningful, man. I feel like God is on my lips, and I was just moved ever since Kolby's passing, all of his friends spray painting KA on their boards in honor of him. It really moved me because, you know, Kolby was a thruster guy through and through. Yeah, he surfed his log once in a time, but he was always on a thruster. And it just kind of like clicked with me because he was on this path, this search, his walk with God. And I just felt like it made so much sense to keep going, Kolby going through the boards by giving him his own line.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I can't even say it's a sub brand. It's something with such meaning and depth.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it's really hard because I love them so much, and I thought that I would never be able to make Kolby another board, but this way I can keep making him boards because everything under the KA line will be boards that I've made him in the past.
Yeah.
Or boards I would have made him if he were still here today, and we keep him alive that way.
That's good, bro.
And the really cool thing, like I said, God is on my lips, man, and I feel like I can scream it from the rooftops. Every model is going to have a reference to the Bible, a deep meaning.
That's good.
A story that we can talk about on the water.
I love it. So for those of you in our community that don't know, Duke Aipa's, I think Kolby was 20 years old, had an accident. It's probably been about a month now.
It's a little over 2 months.
A little over 2 months, riding an e-bike, and just a tragic accident, and he died. So being sensitive to that, Duke and I were talking back and forth, and Duke and Kolby have already been working on this model for a while. This was a kind of a spin-off, correct me if I'm wrong, of your Bishop model that Kolby was always ripping on.
Yeah, that was Kolby's model, was the Bishop. You could not pry him off of it.
Yeah.
And he got to some point where he was like, yeah, you know what? I need a little more in the tail to push off of, and maybe a little squirt off more in the back part of the rail. So we made adjustments for him on the board. For now, it's the Kolby Bishop, to be determined.
And you made me this fresh one here for our pool party here at Waco Surf, and I honored Kolby and the Aipa family by writing it purely as a thruster.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, follow the show. You know, I'm a start every board twin plus trailer because I want to pivot, I want the drive. But like when Kolby comes to surf here and he's riding the Bishop, he's always absolutely ripping on the Bishop as a thruster. And I'm like, Kolby, straight that twin plus trailer. He's like, yeah, later, later.
Never happened.
He's a thruster guy through and through, and I feel like that's what you're trying to get across to our community.
100%.
He's a high performance surfer, in my opinion, good enough to surf on the Challenger Series and try and earn his way to the championship tour. I mean, surfing here at the pool, I don't know that anybody pushes as hard as he did.
No.
Forehand surfing off the bottom. It was always a treat to have him here and watch him surf.
And you're to that point, like, yeah, he could have been on tour, and yeah, he could have also like leaned into his name, but he was never about that.
Yeah.
He was like the most humble person I think I've ever met in my life.
That's
and
good.
he just had a different path, and his path was to share love and aloha and end up falling in love with the Lord and wanting to share that word. So like part of the meaning in KA is we've developed this logo that has a silhouette of him walking with his head down, where he's humbling himself in front of the Lord, and he's looking down at his favorite passage, which is Romans 8:6, which ends being, the mind of the Spirit is life and peace. So we've captured that in the essence of what this means. So this is not like just a brand we're throwing it at a wall to see what sticks. This is something that we hope to spread a message of love, hope, and worship for the Lord around the world.
And the other thing I think you and I were talking about, I was at the paddle out. I was honored to even come and see what was going on, and the whole city of Huntington Beach got behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible. You had helicopters flying over, dropping flowers in the ocean. There was well over 1,000 plus people there.
It was amazing.
A lot of people gave their life to Jesus that day. Christian Asoy kind of did like some special.
He was really only supposed to talk for like 5 minutes, but he went into a full-on sermon, and you could see everyone around just was testifying, reaching out.
Hands up. There was hands all over, just receiving Jesus as Lord and Savior. And it was a really special moment to even see and witness it. But one of the things that caught me, my son Bo and I were there to honor the Aipa family and honor Kolby. And one of the things that we saw that we thought was awesome was there was a youth in the community there that was probably like from 15 that I saw to like mid-20s of guys that I knew absolutely ripped these kids.
Yeah.
And you were showing me the Kolby Aipa line, and we were talking about it. And this is kind of a God thing in my opinion, is when you showed me the logo and you talked about the board, and I said, I saw a lot of youth there, like guys that are ripping Huntington, that if you would like pause and work with them, Kolby's friends, to help make these models that would honor not only Kolby and your dad,
Yep.
but like all these kids are thruster kids.
Yep.
Like to bounce the designs that you and Kolby have been working on for years off of his buddies, and you already had it in your computer. I was like, whoa, that's intense.
I had it as inspiration, and it only feels right, to have Kolby's friends, that tight community of believers and rippers.
Yeah.
I feel like that goes one and the same.
Yeah.
Right?
That's so good, bro.
Full send in the surf, full send for the Lord. Why not?
I've been talking so much about Kolby Aipa, the whole idea behind the logo, the boards that are going to be coming, which is super exciting. But why don't you tell us about this particular model right here? Give us some idea of board attribute, the design, and what the wave range is for this particular model. Right?
Okay. So like we talked about, the Bishop was his go-to board for years. And he finally got to a point where, let me rewind and just say he was a creature of habit. So the same board he was using in Huntington, he wanted to be able to surf it in Bali, Hawaii, the wave pool. He wanted it to like work everywhere.
Yeah.
So some things that we adjusted from the Bishop is we got rid of the rounded pintail and made it a thumbtail.
Yep.
We squared up the rails just a little bit more in the rear. The rails themselves are a hair fuller on the deck line, but there's more of a tuck on the bottom because he wanted it to forgive easier on rail, which from watching you surf this thing in the pool did what it was supposed to do. And a little more flip in the nose rocker. It's still moderate altogether.
Sure.
So the wave range for this, I would say, is easily anything here at Waco. So shoulder high
with some punch
to overhead.
With some punch
with
and
some
power,
punch.
Yeah, because it's a legitimate high performance shortboard.
It is
3 to 6 foot plus, no problem. It's got the rocker to handle bigger surf in a PU poly build, right?
Yes.
I'll just speak to what some of the things that I was feeling on the board. Going from twin plus trail all the time, twin fins, the thruster felt a little tight first on the rights. and it took a little getting used to, which any board does. And then I started connecting with it, and what I liked about it was I could start pushing harder and harder and harder. And that's what I appreciate about having rocker in a board, high performance shortboards in general, thrusters, that resistance, that ability to push against it.
And he needed that resistance because his back leg was so heavy.
Yeah, it was. He surfed heavily back-footed, and he would drive it and then just really push through his turns real hard. But when I started going backside on this, that's when I started to really sit into bottom turns, and I was trying to get full extension on top turns and coming back in. So it had the flow, it had the timing, it had the drive off the rail. And it just really pulled me into enjoying surfing a thruster again.
Yeah, which was amazing to see, because it didn't look like you were really surfing a thruster, honestly. It looked like you were still in a twin plus trailer, but you had just that hold that you're just like pushing through. And like, I think actually you had some of Kolby's spirit in you on this trip, because you were doing some serious gouges.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kolby.
Part of like the ability to push is like we got rid of some of the concave in the back. The original Bishop has a little much more concave than this, so we kind of mellowed that out.
Single to double to V is usually what you like to put with your dad's sauce on there, right?
That's it.
Okay. And then I started with the neutral template. I feel like if you're going to ride this board in like proper 3 to 6 foot surf, you've got a lot of wave face, definitely go with a rake template. I feel like it's going to match the rocker. You'll have more drive.
Yeah, that's what he used. He dominantly used a rake template.
Yeah, I would say that would probably be ideal for some wave face. You know, thinking Huntington, getting through some flat sections, you want to push off the rail and really get the board to squirt. I think that would be ideal. And I started with the neutral template just because there's not a lot of wave face here. I want pivot and drive, but I feel like I could have even went to a pivot. I feel like the board goes good as a twin plus trailer without even trying it, because I can feel the lines. It's just going to loosen it up a ton.
Yeah, I bet if you had a twin plus trailer in it, you'd have like just an amazing experience on it.
And I feel like if somebody, when you add a board like this to your quiver, don't be afraid to try a twin plus trailer, mess with fins. You're riding it well overhead, definitely a rake template. If you're surfing a fast beach break, get a pivot set in there. Yeah. Like, do you in what Kolby and you designed here.
100%, man. Do you? Yeah. and I'll just say this: our fins are set back a little bit further on the Bishop and this model.
Okay. So what would that do? Tell our community what pushing them back a little bit
gives you a little more hold.
Yeah. Cluster them a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's the cluster. I mean, it's really like a half inch further back.
Okay.
But my center is also pushed back too, so I'm kind of compensating for it. But yeah, he needed that drive, that push, so that he could just as hard as he wanted to.
That's how it feels.
But it's kind of still in a sweet spot with how the center is clustered with the forwards, because you still have the release happening.
Right. First board in the Kolby Aipa line under the Aipa label.
The first one.
They can order it now?
They can order it now.
Yeah.
And I'll say that we're doing a demo day November 22nd.
Epic.
In Huntington.
Awesome.
So we'll have some of these and some Genesis models as well.
Sick. I haven't even seen or ridden the Genesis model. I haven't even seen a photo of it yet. But hey guys, I'll say this. I rode this board for the first time this weekend. It is a favorite of mine under the High Performance Shortboard label in our website. And it's going to get the stamp for 2025. And I think you guys in our community, if you're looking for a board that absolutely rips, that's easy to surf, and it'll fit in most of that 3 to 6 foot range, I really feel like it'll be a great high performance shortboard for you guys in our community.
Duke. From Bali to the pool, to Hawaii, to California, we got you.
And if you're not sure how to size it, check the stock dimensions first. If you're tall, thin, get with Duke in an email. He'll help you stretch it out, dial it right in for you as a custom. Likewise, if you're an older fellow like myself, you have a dad bod and you want to ride a performance shortboard.
Wait, you don't have a dad bod?
I didn't say I had a dad bod. I said if you have a dad bod. But you want to get it custom, he can get that dialed for you. Guys, if you like the show, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss an episode, and give us a thumbs up if you like our content. Until next time, we'll see you in the water. Bye-bye.